Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme and we are here again playing some more Starters Orders 7. 3 days, 6 horses, 1 last race apiece. Higidat, Grade 1. Yao, Queen's Rook, Grade 1. Last chance of the season to get a Grade 1 on those horses. Adonis, Laurentine, they've won some Grade 1s. Adonis has won 2, Laurentine's won 8. Last chance for them. Laurentine may be going into the breeding barn after this. I'm undecided. She could probably still run. But I've also got Yao, who's running at a mile. Holy Norma, that's about 7 furlongs, maybe makes a mile. And then Rebel Rufa, Black W, Samarinda, Marie W. They could all be 7 furlong to milers. They'll be 3. And like I say, Yao, Holy Norma will be 4. So it may be a bit tight at the distance. So I'm probably going to run at least once next season to try and get to the 10 Group 1 wins. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But that might be the last run. And it might be the last run for Halifax too. It looks really good, runs really well. I really want to start breeding from Halifax. I really do want to start breeding from Halifax. So, yes, we got some good horses. But a mile 2 becomes Adonis's rather than going to Halifax first. We'll see how he copes with that. I think he'll be just fine. Especially if he gains a little bit more potential. They do sometimes at 4-year-old. So, it's going to be interesting. Let me know what you think about that. But I normally at the age 4 start thinking about putting them out to pasture into the breeding barns. Because their racing days are pretty much behind them at about age 5 normally. We do run high deterioration a lot of the time, so that can also be a factor. And then we got, like I say, some good 3-year-olds and 2-year-olds which will fill those distances. We're going to have a bunch of good horses at a mile 2. Donat Nawal, Silver Adonis, Karate Queen, all a mile 2 next season without Halifax. Like I say, there's a bunch around 7 furlongs to a mile without Laurentine. And then there's a bunch of short order horses as well. So really, we're doing quite good. We do need to get up to a mile 4. We do need to get those horses. That might eventually be Karate Queen and a couple of the yearlings we have. So, who knows? Who knows? I also think we're going to be losing some people. Not from the studs. I think the studs are good. They're young. They're still breeding quite well. Halifax fits in quite well there, though. But yeah, 2 or 3, maybe more of these will actually be disappearing for us from the breeding barn. So moving Laurentine in there could be a good thing. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? But with that being said, heading to Japan. No, we're heading to South Africa, Turffontein, for the Sansui Summer Cup. Halifax. Mile 2. Last race. Chance to win 12 Grade 1s before heading to the barn. Chance to also become 15-time group winner. Chance to keep the 130 rating. And to keep the perfect season going. 7 from 7. 5 million prize money. Closing in on 10 for the career. Modest achievements for how good a horse it has been. Would expect more. Didn't have a great 3-year-old season. But this 4-year-old season has been unbelievable. Entered at 4, 1 and 2. We have won 7 Group 1 races out of 7 attempts this year. Could have run more. Could have got to 15 probably. This is a big ask though, going out to South Africa. Don't know the field. Don't know the horses. We're parading well, very fit, primed to go. I love that. Okay, the Vicar, Tamajin, and ourselves and then Mulazim, who's a good horse, but I don't think is on Halifax's level. It's done well lately, but it's not on Halifax's level usually. So we'll probably be pretty good if they're being backed heavily. Yeah, let's dive in. Didn't have any winners in the last video. Oh, that was rough. It was really rough. So we got to flip the camera. We're running right-hand bends instead of left. And decently out of the gates. Where is Mulazim? It's there, right on our outside, right now in front of us. That dark blue nearest the rail in front of us. Outfield, just ahead of us, that number 10, and Roofs on the outside, the light blue with the blue cap. We now come up the outside of outfield. The rest of the field we don't really know. I think we're in good position. The bend is being run quite well. Down to 2 furlongs, we're going to start going. Mulazim now drops back to 4th. Past the 2 furlong marker. The rear markers here are going to come and make a challenge. They're going to run from deep. Few closers up to the final furlong marker. And it's Roofs and Halifax almost neck to neck. But Roofs will drop off. Miss Doody, Tamajin, outfield, all up there. None are going to come close. Halifax does it in South Africa, hand in the air. Finally a win. 12, 1 and 2. 15 group wins, 12 at grade 1 level. 8 out of 8 this season. The perfect season for last year's Kentucky Derby and Preakness Stakes winner. And the first male horse, the first stallion we've really had that has stepped up on the racetrack. That was badly needed. Raced freely, okay. Okay. That normally slows the horse down quite a bit when they race freely. But okay. Still won by almost 2 lengths in South Africa over a mile 2. I'm thinking we put it in the breeding barn and we still bring it out to race once or twice, maybe. If it looks like it can go, maybe we just keep bringing it out to race, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It's a great start, and that will be Halifax done and dusted right now. But as you can see, 8 of 8 for the season, 5.5 million, 10.1 for the career, 16 of 23. Second place, 5th, 2nd, 4th, always in the money there. 3rd in a grade 2, 2nd in a grade 3. And of course the maiden there, but never finished lower than 5th. 1 4th, 1 5th, 2 3rds, and 3 second places. Yeah. But always, as a youngster, last 2 seasons was running a little bit cool. Luckily held off with the Derby and the Preakness. And then we became a lot better. We got a win out in Dubai in a prestige race. We won big money at the BC Classic. Yeah, we won abroad. We won in South Africa now. We won in Dubai. We won at Ascot. We won in Singapore. We won at Hong Kong. We never went to Japan, but the races just weren't there for us. We didn't go to Canada. Again, I don't think the races are there for us. But domestically and abroad, I think we stepped up. We ran well. Yeah, we didn't win in Hong Kong, sadly. That was the one that got away. But overall, such a fantastic horse. Such a fantastic career. And the unbeaten 8 out of 8 season. After the last video, I cannot tell you how much we needed that. How much I needed that. Oh, yes. I'm back over 100 million in the bank. Back over. Okay, weekly sales. This is a grade 2 winner. 3-year-old filly, laid back, short order. I mean, that's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so did okay. And then went back to 6. I mean, looks like it likes short races, but kept going up in distance. So maybe that was an issue. So it's come from no money. Breeding's not the best. What do we got here for Sanibel? Okay, really not much. Chodwara. Okay. Couple of grade winners. We've got grade 2, grade 2, grade 3, grade 3, grade 1. Multiple grade 1 winner. Another grade 3 there. Not bad. Okay. Some better than others. For sure, some better than others. But that's not bad. And he comes from Madud, who I'm guessing also bred okay. Yeah, a couple of grade 3s, grade 2s. And Jodwara is the best of the bunch. Some decent rated. Some okay records, nothing too great. Yeah, not really much there through the broodmare lines, I think, in both, honestly. Not really anything to write home about. A decent stallion. A good broodmare. Jodwara looks to be pretty good. I'm willing to see. We got the money. Let's go find out. I don't think it'll be good enough, but again, we are going to be probably losing multiple mares from our breeding barn. So at that point, I'm kind of willing to take a few more risks. Wicked Wilma. Good speed, good acceleration, a little bit of distance. Yeah, not a bad start. Let's go. Not bad. Not really what I was hoping for. Extra speed's okay. We're a little low on the potential. That's really it. If that was 75, maybe we'd be okay. I'm probably going to keep her in the barn and see what she looks like at 4-year-old if she does gain anything. But yeah, maturity rate is so high that I don't think she'll grow too much. And deterioration's high as well. So they'll get good young and sort of fall off quicker. That's kind of what those bars both being high mean. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what she's like as a 4-year-old. And if she's any good, she'll go in the breeding barn. If not, I'll just get rid of her. I think we'll just get rid of her at that point. Okay. Should be an actual breeding sale. Grade 3 winner. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that so much. Okay, 4 runs in Hong Kong at Shatin. Got Crean's Rook up against Lyric Street and Co. in the Hong Kong Sprint over 6 furlongs. We got Laurentine up against the favourite Wishful Thinking and the Hong Kong Mile. And then the Hong Kong Cup, 1 mile 2, Silver Adonis, joint favourite with Mellow Park and Famusa in that one. So, interesting. I didn't realise Lyric Street would be in this one. Or maybe I did and I forgot about it, but yeah, a large American contingent. Couple of Dubai horses, including Lemon Queen. Wow, Lemon Queen's still going well. Yeah, this is going to be so tough. So tough. Like, I think she deserves to win a grade 1. I think she's got the talent. But she probably should have taken one of the 2 opportunities before this. Because I don't think this is the one she gets. I could be wrong. I hope I am. But running on a right-hand course for the first time on turf, which is also slightly unusual for our horses. It's gonna be a big task now. Lyric Street is out in the lead, coming down to 2 furlongs out. We look to be in good places. Coming up now, final furlong. On the outside, You're Like Me, Frank. Didn't realize they were in it. What a good horse as well. Lyric Street, You're Like Me, Frank in the middle of them. Queen's Rook, not going to have the legs on this one. Didn't quite get second. I think just got short-headed out maybe. Yeah, by Lyric Street there. Lemon Queen ran quite well, but we kept pace on them. But did not have the push. You're Like Me, Frank. Great close-up. Comes through with a win. Yeah. 3 opportunities. The Vosburg, the BC Sprint, and now the Hong Kong Sprint. Didn't get the job done. Sunshine Millions came in second. Now, the Chris Flair International Sprint got 4th place. Given her 5 opportunities to seal that Grade 1 this year. Just didn't have the ability to get it done. Well, we'll see what she's like as a 4-year-old. Her season is now done. I don't think she'd be good at 5 furlongs. I think she is 6, so... Okay, Laurentine is lazy. Of course she's lazy. Why wouldn't she be lazy? Spring Jim, Itsy Bitsy Betsy, both in this one. Who else? Wishful Thinking, Master Leon, Lucy Glitters. Not really worried too much about that trio right now. Itsy Bitsy Betsy is a dangerous horse. We know that. 100% we know that. Spring Jim, like, could be. And there's so many unknown horse. And leading contender, the best Dubai has to throw at us right now, it seems. It's going to be tough. This for the 10th grade win of Laurentine's career. A chance to improve on the 125 mark. This would move her up to 9 grade 1s to go with the single grade 3. Decent start. As I said, likely to go into the breeding barn and start sort of getting work on that bloodline. Not really sure who I'm going to breed her to. Maybe if he's still in, we'll put George W. to cover her. But I don't know. Decent position, wide bend. Having to come even wider. Final furlong and a half off the pace. Lucy Glitters storming in here. Mr. Leon running quite nicely. Master Leon here on the outside. Looks like we're going to finish well down the order. The final 3 races of Laurentine's career. And I think it's going to be a 9th, an 11th, or a 10th place finish. And that, I think, is maybe 8th. Yeah, that's 8th. It was 12th, actually. So 9, 12, 8. Not the way we wanted to finish her career. We could not get her to 10 grade 1 wins. Hit and miss, but normally ran quite well. Patchy a couple of times. No, confidence isn't the highest. Enthusiasm isn't the highest. They don't combine sometimes in the right way. Being laid back, we had to deal with a couple of times. So, that's disappointing. It's a disappointing end to her racing career, but fantastic horse. Cannot argue with what she's been able to do out on the track over her career. Large contingent of American horses over a mile 2 as well. Seagill coming off the back of a good win just 1 race ago. What happened there? Oh, they went down to a mile 1 and got ruined. Okay, perhaps they like a mile 2 better, so we don't discount them. We know Jolie Landaise as well, decent horse. Famusa, decent horse. The Nuliak, again, got to worry about those Dubai horses being in the top 5 at least. We are very calm. Okay, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. Us and Mellow Park. I could see why. Their form's pretty good. Like, we're both high rated. Both forms are pretty good. Let's see them. Can Adonis win? Halifax signs off with a win. Is Adonis the successor? Followed in the footsteps. Can it get the job done again? We've had one really good male horse. Not the greatest of starts. Not really bad, but not the best. We're going to go towards the rear. And again, this could see us having a huge field to run through. So a lot of sideways movement, not really forward momentum. Not going to run a super wide bend unless we try and get into position first, which we might be. And there we go. Now we're running a super wide bend. You can always call for the jockey to do something stupid like this. You can always see it happening. Coming up to the final 2 furlongs then. Up into third place, just edging out Dunrow Boy. Passing first term now to take the lead as we come down the final home stretch here of the season. About a length, maybe a length and a half at the final furlong marker. Here comes Seagill. We know Seagill can run. They're putting in a great effort down the inside. It's not going to be enough for them. Nobody's going to come from deep. Hand in the air. Silver Adonis with the win, following in the footsteps once more of Halifax. Oh, yes. And Orchid and Nuliak. I knew they'd be up in the top 5 somewhere. Jolie Landes, Seagill. It's 5th place, an unknown Hong Kong horse. That would just fill everything. No, it's Noble Soul. Wow. Hong Kong just don't have any good Mile 2 horses, it seems. Because they got badly beaten. Badly beaten. Okay. Good win. Very good win. I will take that. Don't improve though, we stay on 126. Over 4 million in the career, 7 of 12. Keeping us above 50% win rate. And yeah, we've won all our money pretty much this year. It's only that initial maiden that we won in the debut season. Such a great season. Such a great season. Started off trying to work our way up the grades, and then would we not be able to get in line for the Triple Crown races? End up almost taking the Kentucky Derby. End up succeeding in the Preakness. And then from there, couple of good wins, couple of off days, and round off with a big victory. Only 3 Group 1 wins, should have had more, but still I think a very good horse. If it gets some more potential, this could be a very, very dangerous horse and start challenging Halifax as the best colt/stallion we have had in a long time. Certainly on Starters Order 7. I believe we've run all 3 today, but I'm not going to risk it. We're just going to go through race by race. Indeed, we have. All their days are done. It's not bad, you know. It's not bad at all. Yeah, Laurentine didn't earn much money, though. Like, 8 Grade 1 wins. And didn't even break 2.25 million. Halifax has 12 wins at Grade 1 level and has 4 times the money. Like, Adonis has nearly twice as much money as Laurentine. By winning less than half the graded races. Because the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness. I get it, but still. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, here we go. 5 furlong Grade 1, and then the mile for Yao. And we're going to be favourites, or at least joint favourites, for both of them. Sure. I don't think we should be. But sure, just in case we crash, we're going to save before the race day. And up first should be Higgy. There he is. So yeah, we're heading out to Kranji in Singapore. 4 domestics that we don't know much about. And then we got 4 of our own... 5 other American horses we don't know anything about. We look okay. Wow, Danny Cool is really favored. Who is Danny Cool? Okay, couldn't really win a maiden easily. And then 3rd place at 6 furlongs. Might have wanted 5. Yeah. Point of Dream was in that. Okay. So maybe that's our big worry then. Will be Danny Cool. Gotta keep an eye out for him. But really, I mean, nobody's won a big race. We're off to a good start there. A decent start at least, but we're near the middle of the line. Looks like we're right there with Danny Cool, just on our outside now. Moving in behind us into 5th place as we go on the outside of Tide of Love. And into the final furlong and a half, driving down, driving out. Here comes Danny Cool from deep, up into 2nd place now and charging down. Half a furlong though. Temple Lord, another horse that was supposed to be running well, coming up into 3rd place. But Higgy, that is a grade 1 winner at 2-year-old. Are you kidding me? Put him out the field early. His season was done. Looked at the schedule, realized somebody could come out. And he was the one I chose. Had 3 options. But we get a grade 1 win. At 5 furlongs on a 2-year-old. On the penultimate day of the season. Good win. Good horse. But yeah, we did have 3. We could have called out for this one. There was also Hambleton, who was just not as good in terms of potential or the bars as Higgy. And the other one that could have used some work, I believe they're on 65 or a 75-ish potential, was Point of Dream, who also looked good, but we've given them a chance and they didn't run well. So we went for Higgy, and I'm really glad we did. Grade 1 win. Grade 1 win. And now, Yao, the favourite. Local Grade 1 winner Mind Games might have something to say with that. We got a couple of Dubai horses, and Lady Platinum Club will run well as well. Got a bunch of decent horses here, but again, it's a good chance. It's a good chance Lady Platinum Club's in the mix here with Yao. Let's see what happens. Could be a chance here. I believe we've won 3 grade 3s, 3 grade 2s, and 2 grade 3s. So it'd be really nice to add the grade 1 in. Let's see. It's not a bad start. It is not a bad start. We are off, up, and running out of the gates. And we move into that sort of stalking position, drifting back to the rear. Brigsmaid leads us out. Then a 4 of Lady Platinum Club, Polish Spring, Quill Class, and Rock Peak. And then the final 5 at the back, including Mind Games. Oh, we're trying to make room. We couldn't make room. Oh no, we're going to get blocked off again. Down inside the final 2 furlongs. We got blocked off once, trying to go outside. Then we had to come back inside. Here comes Mind Games from deep. How much is that taken out of Yao? Is that going to make any difference whatsoever? Down the final home stretch, the final furlong, half a furlong to go. Does Mind Games kick on, or is Yao going to handle it? Yao takes it by about a length, despite getting blocked off twice. Nice run, nice win. Where were these runs yesterday? Or in the last video, I should say. Good win for Yao. Good win for Yao. Yes. Yes. Grade 1 win. Is that it? I think that's it, right? I think that's it. So Adonis wins. Queen's Rook. So many opportunities, couldn't get the job done. Higgy Dat steps up and wins a grade 1. Halifax ends the season perfect. Laurentine, time for breeding. And Wicked Wilma, who knows what we might be able to do with her next season. If things turn out well, she might make a nice addition along with Laurentine to that breeding barn. Absolutely fantastic. 2-year-olds, we're not going to worry about the 2-year-olds auction on the final day. But yeah, that was a much better end to things than the last video. Oh, that was much better. 138 out of 305 for our career. 50 million prize money. This season, just shy of 15 million. 43 out of 95. I mean, we are below that 50% on both by some distance as well. It's going to take a lot to get back up there. So, I mean, not great, but what are you going to do? End of the day, I'm really happy with how things have worked out in general. So we got 2 grade 3s and a grade 2 in the field, along with Norma, a multi-time winning grade 1 winner. Not many of us thought that would happen, but it did. Yao finally gets a grade 1 with Higgy, Silver Adonis, back to winning ways, to take over from Halifax and Laurentine as probably the main winner now for next season. On their distances though, Norma, Yao could be quite good. Does Higgy gain distance? Breeding says a mile, so we should see a step up, hopefully early in the 3-year-old season. And then, do we maybe see her gain a little bit more and maybe be in contention for next season's Kentucky Derby and Preakness? What do we think? Karate Queen could be in that mix, but might not have the speed or potential. Rebel Roofer, possibly. Marie W, Higgy Dat, Point of Dream, Samarinda, Night Naku, they're all in that mix, maybe. Point of Dream, probably not. Hambleton looks like a career sprinter. Black W might not make more than a mile. Let me know what you think about that. Where you think our chances come out for next year's 3-year-olds. Who really might make it? So I think we all thought Halifax would. I kind of had Silver Adonis pegged and we kind of got it done. But where do you think that's going to come in next season?